ever wanted to learn how to make the most out of your sauna sessions? Hello, my successful and healthy earthlings. Mihaela Raguse here, naturopath and founder of the Natural Health Podcast. Today, I will share with you how I make the most out of my sauna sessions to ensure I detox well and stay healthy. Welcome to the Natural Health Podcast, where we bring awareness of sustainable health in the business hustle space. Natural Health Podcast is perfect for the high-performing, business-minded individuals who want to work with their biochemistry to achieve success and optimal health. It's Wednesday, which means it's time for What Would I Do? In today's episode of Natural Health Podcast, we discuss this week's question. All questions are kept confidential and I answer them and read them as if it was me. The information provided is not to be taken as advice and is solely for information purposes only. I am not here to cure, treat, or provide medical advice. I'm here to educate and inform you so you're able to take steps towards optimal health. Please discuss any medical issues with your healthcare professional. Let's get into today's question, all about sauna. I love the sauna, right? So the question is, I hear there are some good supplements to take before and after sauna use to enhance the detoxification process. Can you explain what I can do to enhance my detox process when I use the sauna? Thank you so much for writing in. Absolutely love it. Let's look at sauna, right? Let's look into it, right? Sauna use has been used for thousands of years, right? We know the first sauna apparently was in Finland, and it's been there, and the Finnish people has been using a sauna for so many years, and it's absolutely amazing. And their sauna is brilliant because it's surrounded by snow, right? So there's snow outside, and you go into this cute little wooden box. You do your sauna and then you go in the snow, and hence why a lot of people do that contrast therapy here in Australia, in the UK, in Canada, US, and all around the world. It's that whole contrast, right? The contrast thing, right? But essentially, let's look into sauna, right? So what I want to put out there is no one person is without some toxic metals in their body, right? Circulating and accumulating either acutely or chronically in their body. So an individual may take extreme measures, Individual may take numerous measures to minimize exposure and optimize their metabolism to excrete these toxins in their stool, urine, diet, supplements, and so forth. However, often overlooked route, in my opinion, is the excretion of toxins via sweat, right? So sweat is the number one key thing here of the sauna. That's what happens when you get in the sauna. I mean, if you've never been, that's what happens when you get in a sauna. You sweat, and you sweat a lot, right? Sweating with heat or exercise has been viewed throughout the ages as a cleansing type of healing method, right? So a lot of individuals see it as, you're healing, you're cleansing yourself. So what happens is there is increased thermal load on the body, which activate heat loss mechanisms, including an increased circulation throughout the skin and sweating, with blood flow to the skin increasing from a baseline of about 5 to 10%, which moves all the way to 60 to 70% of the cardiac output. So maximal sweating occurs within 15 minutes and the fluid loss may be as high as 2 liters. This is where it's key to get your water in, right? So we can see that after 15 minutes, that's when it's kind of like max. We're gonna sweat a lot, right? And that's where we can exceed as much as 2 liters. That is a lot. And if individuals can't sweat, there may be an underlying issue in regards to this. So if you are going to the sauna and you're not sweating, this has to be looked at, and we have to understand what's happening inside of your body, right? So essentially, sweating has been perceived to promote health, not only accompanying exercise, but also with heat. So worldwide traditions and customs include Roman baths, Aboriginal sweat logs, Scandinavian saunas, and the Turkish baths have been used for years and years, right? So there's a study that I actually found, and it shows that in the sauna, and this is kind of what you're touching base upon with the detox, in the sauna, it helps remove lead, cadmium, arsenic, and mercury, right? But we also need to consider that while we may sweat things out and we believe we're removing it, and this study found exactly that, we also need to consider that we need to count on our liver and kidneys, not just the sweat glands, to filter out toxins from our body. So most toxins are removed from our body through urine and feces, and then some only, like the ones mentioned in the study, are removed through sweat. So we need to ensure that our kidneys, our liver, our gastrointestinal tract, our immune system are on point to detox, right? So also, while saunas are relatively safe, it's not risk-free, and this is where you need to touch base with individuals, with your healthcare professional, to see if sauna use is for you, right? So sauna use is only part of a healthy lifestyle approach, and is definitely not the golden thing for detox, right? It is an additional component to it, okay? So that's kind of what I wanted to say before I get into what I would do in regards to what I would use and things like that to use before sauna and after sauna to make the most out of it. What we need to understand here is what I'm saying is a detox system doesn't just mean that we sweat out our toxins. It needs to come out from our feces, for our urine, our liver, kidneys need to be on point. Okay, some questions to ask yourself, right, is number one, are you actually eliminating feces every day? And what does that feces look like, okay? How is your kidney function? Are you urinating? Are you urinating too much? Are you not urinating enough? How is your liver function? Does that mean, are you on any medications at the moment that may be impacting your liver? Do you drink alcohol? Do you do drugs? Or you've done this before that's impacted your liver health, so therefore now your body can't detox the chemicals and the toxins out of your body as well, right? How's your immune system? Is it overactivated because you might have an underlying virus, underlying infection, or is it not activated enough, right? How do you actually feel going into a sauna? How do you feel going into that sauna? Do you feel absolutely amazing? Do you not feel that great? How are you feeling when you are in that sauna? Does it make you feel better, or does it make you feel worse when you're in a sauna? What is actually happening inside your body? Do you even sweat? Another thing to take point is, how long does it take you to sweat when you get into the sauna? Okay, do you exercise at all, or is sauna the only thing that you do? Do you do it once a week? Do you do it once a month, once a year? How often do you go to the sauna? And also, what is your toxin load? It would be good to take into look at what is your actual toxin load every day that you're exposed to at work, at home, everything that you do. What's your toxin load? So for example, if you're a hairdresser, there's a heavy toxin load due to chemicals. If you're a painter, there's a heavy toxin load there. I mean, if you're a golfer, there's a heavy toxin load due to all the sprays they use for that grass. There's things they need to consider and look outside of, what you do every single day, how much toxins you're exposed to. Okay, so now let's get into the interesting part. What would I do to increase my sauna use? Okay, and what I do is I make sure that first I am eliminating and having a bowel movement at minimum once a day, right? An amazing bowel movement once a day is key, because there's no point in me jumping in a sauna if I'm not even eliminating, right? Ensure my all other detox pathways are working on point, right? I need to ensure that I'm also exercising, and therefore I'm getting the most out of my sauna use. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about getting the most out of my sauna use. I need to exercise, right, to ensure that I'm sweating, right? Number one thing is start slow. The more exposed to heat, the more toxins will be liberated, but the body can only do so much and handle so much at a time. And this is why I recommend that patients, especially patients who are exposed to a lot of toxins, need to start really slow, right? And then increase as much as they can tolerate and increase according to them. So here is the juicy part, the supplements, right? I take liposomal glutathione, right? So heat allows toxins to become reintroduced in circulation, and there is an increased potential for oxidative damage. For this reason, I highly take antioxidants before and after sauna therapy. And what's the best antioxidant? Glutathione, right? You can also take, if you don't have access to glutathione, if you don't want to take glutathione, you can also take NAC or alpha lipoic acid, which kind of lets your body build glutathione on its own, right? Then I would also take vitamin C. I would ensure that I'm taking an amazing electrolyte mix, which is either coconut water mixed with lemon, salt, and a bit of honey if needed. That is my electrolyte mix. I would ensure that I'm removing sweat off me. So what that means is I'm going in a sauna, I'm having a cold shower. I'm going in a sauna, having a cold shower, because that cold shower closes the pores, so no sweat is able to get reintroduced into our body. Toxins, I mean. The other thing that you can also take after talking to a healthcare professional is binders, all right? And these are taken before the sauna if you want, such as activated charcoal. Well, activated charcoal actually binds to mycotoxins, which is from mold, also BPA and common pesticides found in our foods. But be careful, as it not only binds to the bad things, it also binds to the good things like minerals and so forth, right? So it needs to be taken away from supplements, okay? So also you can take is calcium D-glutamate, which helps support detox pathways in your liver. So what it kind of looks like for me is ensuring that I'm pooing and all that things first, and then supplement wise it looks like something like this for me, taking glutathione and vitamin C an hour before the sauna, and then taking, before I get into the sauna, the charcoal, and then having the electrolytes in a glass bottle with me and having them after the sauna use. That's kind of like the basis of it, but talk to your healthcare professional to ensure that this is right for you. I hope that this episode shed some light to your question and anyone who may be listening. And remember, the missing link between failure and success is your health.